We turn now to that eye-opening new report about marijuana and the American family. Perceptions are changing in a big way as the drug becomes legal for recreational use in more and more states. Take a look. From Showtime's then controversial series Weeds.
I'm not a dealer, I'm a mother.
All the way back to the 1936 anti-marijuana film Reefer Madness.
I just take a puff of it.
We've come a long way on how we view marijuana.
Legalize marijuana.
Today, as state after state legalizes not just medicinal cannabis, but also recreational use. A new Yahoo report, Weed and the American Family, sheds light on a new age of marijuana in the U.S. Yahoo found that 54% of people who say they use marijuana and 51% who say they use marijuana regularly are parents. Today, most Americans believe regular tobacco use and alcohol use pose bigger health risks than regular marijuana use. The eye-opening numbers set to ignite a conversation about what may be an increasing role for marijuana at home. So to talk about it now, joining us, Yahoo correspondent Andrew Romano and our own senior medical contributor, Dr. Jen Ashton. And I want to talk to you, Andrew, about some of the numbers here. The Yahoo report found that 47% of parents who use marijuana do it in front of their grown kids or even do it with them. What is this about?
I think it's a sign of the changing times. I mean, this used to be something that you would hide from your parents or that your parents would hide from you. But looking at our poll, 60% of parents who use marijuana say that their kids know that they do. 72% of children, adult children who use marijuana say their parents know that they do. So that's a huge difference from what we've seen in the past.
I'll say. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that it was considered taboo. As a doctor, Jen, what do you make of this?
I mean, first of all, to be clear, we're talking here about just recreational use. We're not getting into the medicinal marijuana realm right here. And for some perspective, I mean, we have to remember this is the most commonly used illegal psychoactive substance in the world. And despite the fact that it's obviously been used for a long time, there's a lot we still don't know. We don't know its effects on the developing brain. But there was a recent study that actually found metabolites of marijuana in the urine of children whose parents smoked in their presence. So again, secondhand smoke is going to be a factor. Pediatricians are adamantly against this in front of kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, did your study show that children of pot smokers, are they smoking more pot?
Well, we didn't find that in our study necessarily. It didn't test for that, but there is some evidence from the states where recreational marijuana has been legalized. So I spoke to Governor John Hickenlooper of Colorado. Four and a half years ago, they legalized recreational marijuana there. And what they found in the most recent data set is that actually teen use is down slightly. So he was really worried about this. He was opposed to the legalization. That fear has not come to pass.
Why do you think it's down? Do you think it's because it's kind of more out there, more available?
Well, it's actually, it might be harder for teens to get. There are fewer drug dealers actually selling it on the street because the market has been legalized. And that's sort of what they're finding anecdotally now in Colorado.
Interesting.
I want to ask you, Jen, just to wrap it up, what do you want to tell parents right here, right now about pot use? You
know, I think the verdict is still out. Parents, like, as always, they have to do what feels right for them. They should ask for professional help and assistance from experts if they need to. But in terms of having that discussion, I think you need to start with the basics. And the facts are clear. Marijuana, like any drug, can be dangerous. And I think parents have to make that crystal clear to their kids. They need to also be very clear about their rules and their boundaries and their expectations. And adolescence is not the time for use. And then I think they need to be honest with what they know and what they don't know.
Alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, all of it is dangerous.
Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Potentially. That is key. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you. Really fascinating study.